Screamin' Firehawks! Welcome back to the channel, The Expanse, Season 2, Episode 7. This is called The Seventh Man. But before we jump into what was one hell of a frickin' episode, we gotta send out a massive shout-out.
A huge shout out! Oh my god, when I got these items, I was so excited. Number one.
My new
his
Rossi
shirt.
Love it. Super dope.
Ashley,
part of the crew.
Ashley. Oh my god, girl.
Thank you so much.
But wait, y'all. I got my own notebook.
For her to take notes in.
Cute. It's Nick's Notorious Notes. The Expanse. Everything on it. I love it so much.
That is such an amazing thing that you
Look at my face. My face is on it.
That is such an amazing gift. Thank you so much for thinking of us.
So much.
You absolutely rock.
You say we wait, so we wait, boss.
Damn right.
I love that so much. Thank you so much, Ashley. Love your face. Okay, I'm gonna stop fangirling now. Okay, cool.
We appreciate you very, very much, and the messages that you sent.
Yes.
We appreciate you.
Love your face.
All right. What a freaking episode that was, which it almost felt like a season premiere because of the way things were set up. But
nuts.
I get the luxury. I say this a lot. Yes. I have the luxury of being able to watch episodes 2, 3, 4 times because of my editing. I get to edit it. I get to go back. I get to rewatch scenes. I get to watch closely at scenes, listen to things multiple times. And the way that episode ended with Gunny and the Martian Marines kind of just completely obliterated. Like, she was still alive at the end of that episode, but she encountered what obviously was a alien life form that looked big. It looked scary. It looked violent.
Yeah.
And it looked like it wrecked some shit up. And there were a couple things that I don't think we caught right away watching the episode live, but being able to watch it again, there was a moment where the UN Marines were charging, and they were like, all right, well, it's showtime. It's time to fight.
Yeah.
But
that's what I thought was happening.
There was one shot where they zoomed into a window, and there was someone waving. So clearly something was up. And then as you watch closer on the screen, looks like they were actually running away from something, not towards something to fight.
Right.
Which,
that's fucking terrifying. When he just told me that, oh my, hell no.
So this alien species, whatever it is,
chasing everybody down,
just shooting them down. And like, there was one really trippy shot that like the spaceship was flying. It looked like he was evaluating things, and it saw that Gunny was awake. And it like came back and like hovered over her. And then that's when like the friggin' alien came into her face. It's like,
I'm gonna need to rewatch that part of this.
Is she gonna live? Is she gonna survive?
It's all a blur now.
I don't know how the hell she could possibly survive that.
Unless they take her like as like captive and like.
That's actually a really interesting theory, because I know this isn't normal and they live more by the real life rules, but they have now introduced aliens. And what do aliens do?
Who knows?
They abduct people. They abduct them. They research them. They study them.
They probe them.
That's actually a really good theory that they might take Gunny with them, and we might actually get to interact face to face with these things a little more.
I don't want to see those fuckers face to face.
Seems like that was one real ugly motherfucker.
Oh,
you are one ugly motherfucker. That's a really terrible attempt, but. What movie is that from? So that like introduces an entirely new element to this show. The protomolecule was one thing, which we thought was destroyed, but it wasn't destroyed. And it was one thing interesting in the conversation that Julia had with Miller before they crashed, was that she can't end the work. She can't stop the work. So obviously this is something that's still going on. We saw a couple shots of the scientists still working on stuff.
Right.
They still have the sample. Where does this all go? Where does it all lead? That is just such a crazy idea of what is potentially building here. We saw that Mao has not been reached since this whole thing happened with Aaron Wright. And Christian, holy shit, she rained down hellfire. It was like, I will tear this whole motherfucker's world and family apart if we don't make a deal. It's like, damn, she is scary. She ain't giving any more fucks about anything.
She means business.
Fuck yeah. And she is so dope. And I would not, like, Aaron Wright was just kind of like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think he really fully knows what he got himself into, but he probably kind of does, but probably also doesn't. Because the Earth almost got destroyed. So, who knows?
Bro. Thanks.
But, like, that whole situation, like, I fully 100% believe that Mao is still pulling the strings on whatever the hell is happening with the protomolecule, and even potentially these monsters and aliens, because they're flying ships. And the way they shredded that one ship apart, like, that was friggin' insane. So, I can't wait to see where this story goes. That is absolutely insane. And then we have this whole situation with Fred Johnson, who hijacked a bunch of the missiles that they were using to go destroy arrows.
Not just a couple, 30.
So he's got those in his possession now. It's going to be really interesting to see how he uses that as leverage, which is basically what he was saying. Like, they're used for many things, not just first attacks or first strikes, like Holden said. They could be used for many things. So this dude's got to play. He's got a game. Holden's revealing some information from him. So there's a little bit of a trust issue that's going on right now. So there's still so much brand new stuff that is starting to evolve and play out. Super interesting, really fascinating stuff. We got introduced to the Epstein Drive.
Yes.
Where this dude decided to, like, create something that would give him more fuel efficiency. He stuck it on his little ship and just went. And went. And went.
And didn't
and
stop.
Went. And just kept going. He turned off the friggin' voice command so he couldn't stop the fucking ship because he got friggin' locked into position because of the G. Is that right? Is that the G-force? Is that right? Is that how it's described? And this fool just got stuck. He couldn't move. And at some point, he's going to die from apparently a stroke. When you're flying at that type of velocity at a constant speed, and he wasn't running out of gas anytime soon because he made that shit super fuel efficient.
Honestly.
And it's something that changed the world forever because that's what technology does. He was able to create the technology that allowed Mars separate themselves from Earth, give them a little bit more freedom, and it gave them the ability to fly longer distances and do things like that, which, cool. We see Epstein on all the stuff,
right?
By the way.
Right.
So that dude made his wife very, very rich, apparently, because, like he said, it changed the world.
I mean, we never saw, like, a full-on resolution to him, though. How did they find his ship? How did they...
I don't know if they ever found the ship, but all of his information was on his computer at home.
Oh, okay.
So that's all the plans.
That's where I wasn't grasping.
All the plans were at home.
Okay.
But he's fucking probably way long gone. I just, the thing that was interesting is the way that he was telling the story. It didn't sound like he died. It sounded like, I survived this, and this is the story of what happened.
That's
it's
what
like,
I didn't... Yeah.
So that whole thing was kind of interesting. I really enjoyed the way that story was told, how they just kept kind of inserting pieces within the episode.
Right.
It was really cool. But there's a whole lot of shit going on. This shit has been cranked to 1,000. I feel like I keep saying that. I don't know how many thousands we could just keep cranking it up to. But that's what we're doing. So you ready to jump in this episode?
Yes.
Let's go.
Like a blood snowflake?
Dude, they got fucked up.
That's crazy.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it.
Jeez.
Oh, fuck. I totally thought... Wait.
What the hell? What happened to the alien that was overlooking her at the end of last episode?
I don't understand.
Mars believes that Ganymede was just a proxy war, that we'll stay in the sandbox and fight them there. But make no mistake, this was an escalation. We need to choose an appropriate Martian target in response. Christian?
We invite Mars to a peace summit.
I like that. He's not talking to you anymore. Christian?
The whole system has been a tinderbox since Eris. No one can explain it. Mars thinks it's our weapon, we think it's theirs.
When losers seek peace, They look even weaker.
A peace summit here on Earth, on our terms. Mars will read it as a warning. It's time to step back before we're all wandering through the rubble, defending ourselves with rocks and sticks.
You'll never sell it to the Security Council.
You will sell it because you saved Earth from Eris.
We all know who really did that.
And whom do I serve?
I love her so much. He's like,
Didn't you ever
fuck
run
Aaron
for
Ray.
office?
I like getting shit done, and I like to keep my head attached to my neck.
Your father was smart. You're smarter.
They just have absolutely no idea what's actually going on there. That's the problem. It is so much more than Mars versus Earth.
Yep.
And despite the circumstances, it'll be good to see you against the Terror. Until then.
Oh. What's up, Dawes? Haven't seen this dude for a minute.
Does Fred know that she's talking to Dawes?
Anderson Dawes.
Kid of here had to pay tribute to him every time we parked on Ceres.
Belt attacks. You think that's why Belts love him? Because he lined his own pockets for years. Dawes put all of those bribes back into the neighborhood.
Yeah, now he's practically running Ceres.
About time the Belter was. You're already friends.
Was he saluting him or her?
I said one each. Back off.
Leave my mom alone! You leave her alone!
Oh, baby. Alright. Stop. Amos having... Is he gonna have a flashback?
I don't know, but he definitely had a moment.
Oh, when they have the kids. Damn it.
You're the only one who survived. Our only eyes and ears on what happened down there.
Shit.
You said that you were under attack.
6 Blues. They were coming right at us. No, wait, there was a 7th. Lieutenant Sutton, he would have picked up on it. He was on...
Lieutenant Sutton was killed with 11 others on his rifle.
Oh,
She's
shit.
bleeding again.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck, dude.
Dr. Cortisar, they changed your brain with that procedure. That's forever, right?
It was temporary at first. Dresden never coerced any of us.
When'd you decide to make it permanent?
That first day, within 5 minutes, I knew I'd never go back.
Does Amos want this?
Or does he feel that way?
Today, there was this boy that looked at me like I was a monster. I think I scared his mother. I didn't mean to. It made me remember when I was that boy.
Somebody hurt your mother?
I lost her a long time ago. And then there was Lydia. Just someone that looked after me.
And you loved them?
I think I did.
I loved my mother too. Love kept me at her bedside until she died. Nearly caused me to miss out on the greatest work humanity has ever undertaken.
All right.
Protomolecule devours old constructs, recreates them. It only moves forward, as we must.
Move forward, what do you mean?
You want to be that real boy again, feel how you felt before the world broke you. But you cauterized all that in order to survive. You don't want that back again. Stomp out those last embers and you'll be free of it. We are about to rewrite the entire story of humanity.
This dude.
And if you like, you can be a part of that too.
Don't do it, Amos.
I can help you.
No. Don't lose yourself.
I feel like that he's worried that he already has.
The OPA just saved Earth. And if that is not sufficient enough to earn their respect, we have their missiles. And that is our ticket to the table. Anderson Dawes should represent us.
I will be honored to represent the belt. I do not doubt his heart. As much as I fear war between Earth and Mars, I fear the peace more. For that is when they will turn their sights back on all of us. Possession is 9/10 of the law, they say. But that is not the way of the belt. The more you share, the more your bowl will be plentiful. Earthers, Martians, they see us as their possession. Animals to test their new weapons on.
This feels dangerous.
Yeah, I'm actually nervous.
We must protect ourselves against this weapon.
We believe that we have destroyed the threat. We killed the madman who made that weapon. We've seen arrows burn up into Venus.
Did we?
I don't
know. I was on Eros. I saw it dying. It was a small group, we believe not working on behalf of any government. The threat has been eliminated.
The best Earth has to offer us are coming to our fight. You were on Eros too. You think this is over?
I hope that it is.
I feel like Naomi was trying to, like, pull herself away out of that.
This shit is crazy.
Do you know what everyone saw in there? You and Fred Johnson, two big noise earthers telling belters how they should run the belt.
I'm on this goddamn thing together and everyone keeps telling me to pick a side.
Those fuckers who did Eros sure as hell picked a side. If Eros rammed into Earth, wiped out half of your people, then you'd know.
Yikes. I totally get where Dawes is coming from, too. I just don't know if that's the right approach.
Right.
There's that little pill that heightens the senses. Focus time.
You radioed Sutton and said your team was under attack. You reported shots fired from the UN line then.
Stephen Blues were charging at us. The 7th man, he was behind them. It didn't make sense.
Sounds like you're saying Earth initiated the attack.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking Earth has attacked us. They want a war.
Uh-oh.
We'll give them a goddamn war.
Shit. Shit. Well, shit.
What do you want?
To know the part of the story that you and Fred Johnson left out. You came away with nothing that could help the belt defend itself.
There wasn't time.
You want to paint me as one of the bad guys because I'm an Earther? Have a great time.
Good and bad, don't get distracted by that. It will just confuse you. Good men do bad things, like Fred Johnson, and bad men do things believing it's for the good of all mankind. That's how I know this isn't over, Sadara. I can't rely on hope.
We nearly lost Earth in all of this.
And yet there she is, shining like a jewel.
He is just trying to get to Naomi so much.
Fred Johnson is tactical. He wouldn't offer me up to the inner planets as his errand boy or be willing to return Earth's missiles so readily unless he had another card to play.
None that we know of. Now get off my ship.
Damn.
You remind me of someone. Just missing the hat, that's all.
Oh, Miller.
Belters will never unify under Fred Johnson's flag. Earth will never forgive him for the past. And after the Nauvoo, his days on Tycho are numbered. Any weapon that Fred Johnson has is vulnerable.
This is getting heavy. I don't think Naomi's on board. I think she's conflicted.
I feel like that's why she's just staying quiet.
Assistant Director of Operations. Come a long way since the loading docks on cities. Hey, Molly?
You don't get to call me that anymore, Pampa.
From what people tell me, you're the one really running things around here. We need you back home.
I prefer it here.
This floating tin can? Don't know if it's aching bones or the constipation I'll miss more.
You've been on Sirius too long, eh? You forget how to be a good rock hopper. Constipated, you suck a stone to get things moving. If you see the problem, you shove that rock up your ass.
If we're going to reminisce, let's at least get a drink.
We will toast to Fred Johnson's secret weapon.
I don't like this. I don't know why. I just... Is he trying to turn everybody against Fred?
I think Dawes is just trying to strengthen his position.
7 UN Marines charged your position. Is that correct?
6 in formation up front and the 7th bringing up the rear.
A 7th man was bringing up the rear?
The 7th man, he was chasing them. The UN Marines, they weren't firing at us. They were shooting behind them, at him. The 7th man, he wasn't wearing a vac suit.
That fucking thing is scary ass. Now that's a good looking alien, yo. That looks scary as fuck.
Totally.
He says there's more protomolecule out there.
Well, Phoebe's gone. We drove Eros into Venus. We killed it.
Apparently not all of it.
Well, does he know where?
Not yet, but he's going to find out. And then we'll have it, and Cortazar will help us understand it.
The nightmare starts over.
If the belt has the protomolecule, no one will ever use it against us again.
Sergeant Draper, in recognition of your extraordinary service to Mars, MCRN Command has awarded you the Purple Heart. Earth and Mars are meeting for an emergency summit. Your first-hand account of what happened will lay the groundwork for what's to come. You'll tell them your story. Tensions were high. In the confusion of a communications blackout, your team fired first.
Sir, did you say we shot first?
Well, given the lack of intel, it's a supportable conclusion.
They fired first. Maybe not at us, but they definitely fired first. That thing was driving them
I
forward.
don't want to hear any more talk about a thing, Gunny. Are we clear?
Oh, shit.
You're the only witness from Mars and Earth. And Ganymede could be the spark that leads to an all-out war.
Does Kenny want the war?
The UN has demanded your
does.
direct testimony. When you get there, you'll tell them your story. You're going to Earth.
Gunny has been gung-ho about this Earth thing for a while.
I get that, but just like...
Mars doesn't want it.
No, I get that also. I don't know. Why would you want to create more problems?
She thinks a conflict with Earth will give her everything that she's been dreaming of.
Right.
And her people.
Right. I don't want that, is why I
mean, it's tough. It's a really tough situation.
What you doing? Is he gonna kill the scientist because the scientist knows that there's more protomolecule out there and he doesn't want to get found out that they are the ones who hid the protomolecule?
Dude, is he really doing this right now?
No, but look, he's all of his shit. Where is the guy?
Did he figure it out already?
Uh-oh.
What did he tell Dawes?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
How can I help you, Holden?
Where's Cortazar? I'm in his cell right now. He's gone.
No one leaves without my authorization. Give me eyes on Dawes' ship. It's taking Cortazar.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
Dawes has Cortazar. He's running.
Get your ass down here.
We'll lose him if you wait. Just go.
Dude, this is intense.
Got him.
That's dope.
We cannot shoot him down.
Is something gonna happen to Alex and Naomi?
Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh God.
3, 2, 1.
Don't shoot, boss man.
Oh, see you go.
You got me. Just me. Got nothing.
What the fuck?
They're gone.
It was fake. It was a fake out.
They decoyed.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I'm like, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Dude, this shit, like, Dawes just putting him in a position of control and power. He is so good as a leader of these people because everything he says in regards to them totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It totally makes sense. Why would the Belters ever want to put Earthers in control of their stuff when all Earth has ever done has held them down?
Right. And it treated them as a possession.
Yeah, and especially now with all the stuff on Eros where no one really knows in that situation who is in control of what and who is actually doing all the testing on them.
Right.
They're just using it as like, oh, Earth was using it to test this protomolecule on our people. No. And it's like, he hit all the right people. I think he got to Naomi.
She seemed very hesitant since that whole talk.
Yeah. She just seems like she's got a whole new level of like conflict going on in her head now.
Right.
and just the way Holden's acting, and like he's refusing to pick a side, but it's almost impossible in these scenarios to not pick a side.
Right.
It's all really, like, he's in a really tough position because he wants to do good for everybody, and it just doesn't seem like you're ever going to get everyone on board with that idea or that theory or that hope, as he was using. Like,
well, I mean, especially as an Earther.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where the Belters are never going to feel like they're equal.
Right.
And them having the rockets, having the protomol, like, I'm assuming he stole the scientist so he could get his hands on the protomolecule, give himself more leverage.
Right.
Because he's just constantly, like, on that chessboard, man, he's just putting himself in position to have as much control and power as possible. And he's working all the right angles right now.
Yes, he is, literally.
And it's impressive. The dude, ever since the moment we've met him, his speeches and his conversations have always been so powerful.
Right? They get everybody together.
Yeah, and it's just that whole situation, like, and him and Fred Johnson in the same room, both trying to, like, sell you and pitch you on, like, what should be happening. Like, they're both so powerful as presence and leaders. It's like, I don't know who to listen to.
Well, I mean, but that...
Because they all have their agendas.
Okay, but also Fred Johnson is an Earther, so they're
Right.
never gonna want that.
Exactly.
So he can talk all he wants. They don't want to listen to it.
Yeah, it's a really, really tough situation. And, man, that whole conflict that's going on there now, and... And now Dawes has the scientist, and they were able to get away, and...
That was a good decoy. A good fake out.
Holden's, like, right on top of all of this, though. Like, he sees what's happening, he doesn't like it, he's doing his best to be, like, diplomatic about the whole situation. It's just not working.
No, he went straight to the scientist's room. He knew something is up.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anyone to find... that protomolecule.
Right.
So he's probably going to kill the scientist, you think?
I mean, why else would he go in there with a loaded weapon, you
Right.
know?
Right.
Like,
am I right?
That dude is completely... Actually, he's not completely harmless. We saw him kind of thrash another person with a bench in previous episodes, but yeah.
Well, he stole his bench.
Right.
He'd had enough.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, Holden probably went in there to eliminate the situation.
Where the fuck is Amos?
Like, that's a really interesting situation, too, because it felt like when he knocked the mom down and then the daughter got upset, I got a vibe that he didn't feel anything.
It was a little boy. How dare
Was it a little boy?
It was a little boy.
Oh. I just got the vibe that he didn't feel any empathy for the situation, which is why he went to go talk to the doctor to find out about it, because I think he's feeling something that he's not feeling something that he feels like he should be feeling.
No, I feel like he feels too much.
You
and
think
he
so?
doesn't want to feel.
I don't know. He hits people and, like, attacks them, like, real quick.
Okay, but he doesn't want to be that scared little boy in his mind. So that's why he wants to remove those feelings.
You think he wants to remove it?
Yeah, he wants to take it
I feel
out.
like that's already, like...
No, that's why I
don't know.
I feel like he got upset because he scared the little kid and his mother.
So do you think then that...
I think he wants... I mean, correct us.
So do you think then that his aggressiveness towards other people is a cover-up for him?
Oh, hurt people hurt people. So, yeah.
I mean, meatheads also hurt people. Just to hurt people.
They're probably hurt people also. Happy people don't hurt people.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a really interesting situation because I've always kind of felt that about Amos. Like, he cares about certain things, but certain things, like, he's willing to just go into a Martian ship and shoot a bunch of Martians, like, for the mission and the cause. Like, I get the vibe that, and you're kind of shifting me on that idea that he could be covering up for something else, and that's something that he witnessed because of his past. But yeah, it's another really, like, I would love to dive deep into Amos as, like, a character and learn more about him.
100%.
And like, this dude is really cool. Like, he's really intriguing. He's almost like he's got like these one-liners that always kind of make you chuckle because he looks like he's just like a kid in a candy store in some of these like battle situations. He's like, oh, I always wanted to say that, like those little one-liners that he's like, all right, bombs away. Like he's a really interesting dude. He's a lot of fun to watch. It would be kind of fun to dive deeper into who he is as a person.
Totes.
But yeah, this is all so interesting now that all of this is happening, and Gunny is getting sent to the summit to like share her story. That's not really her story, because her story is that they shot first, but they weren't shooting at them.
But then admits to him, like, but they weren't shooting at us, but they still fired their weapon first. Girl, stop.
She is gung-ho towards action. Like, she wants to fight.
Like,
she has a dream. She wants to, like, go live it.
If you saw an alien, I would no longer be concerned about the UN military. I'd be like, fuckers, there's an alien. Hail to the nah, fuck that shit all day, bye.
I wonder how much of that, though, is, like, taboo almost. That, like, if you saw that, you don't say it because people will think you're fucking crazy. Well, it's like, oh, okay.
But you're in outer space. What the hell do you expect?
I mean, but that's kind of the point. Like, they're in outer space and they've never encountered alien species before. And now it's happening after all these hundreds of years of being able to travel the way they can. I don't know if that's what it is or if she's just scared. But the idea of aliens, like, even Christians said it, like, we've got all this book and plan and everything, like, plotted out if we ever come to an escalation situation with Mars, but we have 3 pages on if there's an alien species, and the first one is find God. So it's like, I don't know if that's necessarily something you just come out and be like, yeah, we got attacked by an alien. Like, I just get the vibe that that's not something you come out and say. Like, I don't know.
I still think she should, though.
She probably should.
She should.
And, I mean, she started going down that path when they gave her the pill and, like, to focus her story. And they kind of shut that down.
Yeah.
So I don't even think they want to know that it's, like, I got the vibe from everybody
no,
that they don't want it. They don't want to deal with aliens. Like, they don't want this to happen. They want it to be Earth, Mars, belt. That's it. Like, they don't want to have to deal with this species that is probably far more advanced than them, stronger, and just all that stuff that is probably impossible for them to handle. I wouldn't want to know if it's alien, but I would want to know if it's an alien, because it's like...
But not that alien. Fuck that alien.
Dude,
that thing, a nice alien?
That thing looks spooky as fuck.
That's terrifying. We need to see that at a haunted horror mansion type situation.
You just need to see more of it
haunted
here.
horror like house.
Yeah, it's just like aliens are always so tricky for me personally. Like, most of the time I think they're just kind of funny and goofy looking.
Well, they have a giant head, giant eyeballs, and long fingers and skinny tall bodies, and
yeah, like going back to like even the movie Signs as an example. Like, I never viewed those aliens as scary.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I thought they were kind of goofy looking, but
They're
like
scary as fuck.
That thing that we saw in this like these last 2 episodes, that thing looks really scary and looks well done.
He's behind. Oh god, fuck that shit. I hate it.
Another really awesome episode though. Like, this show just, they continue to friggin' turn it up, and every episode it's just like a constant rise of just action, tenseness, just conflict all over the place. And now Anderson Dawes has been brought back into the picture, and he's doing all of his stuff, and we still don't know where Mao is and what he's up to and what his part in all this is.
I love the fact that the what is he, like the general or like the president is like going over Aaron Wright's head, and he's like,
going straight.
I don't want to fucking hear from you,
Yeah.
Christian. What do you got?
Yeah, you're smart.
Yeah.
Your dad was smart. You're smarter.
Yes.
Like,
I love that.
She's
I
a
love that
G,
so
man.
much.
She is such a... I feel so bad that I thought that she was the bad guy all along. Like, for like the first, pretty much all of season 1. I'm like,
I know.
She's the one. She's the one. Nope. Sorry. You're dope. You're awesome. We love you. So...
Side note, while we're sitting here talking about the aliens from Signs, I always have this weird feeling that there's going to be a hand reach out from underneath the couch and grab my foot.
You think about that?
Scared. I hate that.
All right.
That's what I think about right now. I'm like, I'm going to move my foot.
Yikes. You think there's an alien under a couch?
I feel like there's hands underneath the couch.
Wonderful.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, y'all. That's a hell of a way to end this episode.
Check underneath there.
Do you have any other thoughts?
No.
All right, y'all. Leave your comments down below. As always, like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and we'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.